This week I arrive on Rarotonga in the exquisite Cook Islands, where I learn the secrets of freshwater prawning.
It's a nice size one.
And I hit the lagoon in search of octopus.
Well, that was cool. Well done.
It will truly be an island feast. The Cooks are a group of 15 islands located in just about the centre of the Pacific Ocean. It is a quintessential picture postcard tropical island destination.
Welcome to Rarotonga Cook Islands. Visually stunning, culturally rich, but very, very relaxed.
The indigenous people of the Cook Islands are Polynesian, a group who are found on over 1,000 islands in the Pacific, stretching from Hawaii to Tahiti and through to New Zealand. In fact, it's believed that a fleet of Polynesian explorers embarked from here in Muri Lagoon in search of the islands of New Zealand. But today, with the help of Kura, we're searching for octopus.
So what do you look for when you're doing this?
You look for pipi shells.
Pipi shells?
Yeah, that's what they eat.
Ah.
So, or rocks that are disturbed rocks.
So they don't look like the normal coral head?
Yeah.
Octopus hide by finding a hole and using their tentacles to cover it over with rocks. It's these disturbed rocks that Kura looks for, and it appears that we're in luck. Octopus are very intelligent, often able to outsmart any predator, but they're also equipped with other defence mechanisms. They are strong, their skin can change colour in a camouflage effect, and most unique of all, their ink sacs can confuse a shark's sense of smell.
Well, that was cool. Well done. Look, octopus are absolutely amazing, intelligent creatures, but they're also food. And to learn how to catch food is a skill that not many people have. And this is done traditionally with a spear and lots and lots and lots of know-how. Well done. Thanks to Kura, my spearfishing instructor today, straight from the Rarotonga Lagoon, I have a dish called octopus, surf clam and udon noodle salad. You can tell how fresh this octopus is. He's still got colours running through him. That's a natural camouflage. As they move over different rocks and different colours, the sands, they change as they go. But it's most definitely an incredible creature which we'll have to treat with a lot of care and respect to get the best results. So first we've got to start by cleaning it. Separate the head. If you turn it inside out, you'll see the beak, its mouth. Just push it and it'll pop out. Now what we've got to do is just put it into a pot. Now this is the controversial part, because there are so many theories and so many ways to do it. People add water, wine, braise it, do everything. But what I was taught was just to put it in with nothing, not even salt. The heat will bring out a lot of the moisture, and the octopus, believe it or not, will make its own cooking liquid, and it'll just continue to cook down. As the meat shrinks, the moisture will increase. Keep it on a medium heat and cook it for about 35 minutes. Look, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my flame at the moment. My flame's actually blowing out, so I'm just going to stick this in here. So next, I'm going to make my dressing. So even amounts of sesame oil and balsamic vinegar, and then a little bit more and even amounts of golden syrup, strange, I know, and olive oil. Some salt. What goes really well with this is coriander. Leaves, roots and all, but I can't get any here, so I'm going to improvise a little bit and put some garlic chives that I found in the garden up the road here. And lastly, my favourite, some chilli. Remove all the seeds so that the flavour's there, but it doesn't overtake the actual sauce. Chop really, really fine. And then with a whisk. Next, the clams. And what we need is an onion. All of these things are going to go into one bowl. Some ginger, I'm not even going to bother peeling it. Just a couple of big slices. A little bit of parsley, again, from the garden behind me. Roughly chopped, thrown into there. And then these lovely clams. A clove of garlic smashed. That's it. Time to check. Good way to check is just stick your knife in. If it's got a bit of push but the knife goes all the way through, to me that's ready. I much prefer to have a little bit of bite in the octopus than cooked and all mushy. So I can put that aside and cook my clams. Some olive oil. Putting it into the pan. Should do a nice sizzle. And once you can start to smell the onion and the garlic, it's time to put some wine in. Place a lid on top and let them steam. And as every shell opens, pick them out. And they're just starting to pop now. When you've got a pot full of these, it becomes quite a race. And now get to preparing the octopus. Probably need 2 tentacles for this. Slice it so that the white is exposed. That's really important, so that that really tasty slice of flesh is there. And now I can begin to make my salad and put it all together. Into a nice clean bowl, and put my octopus and clams, freshen them up with a little squeeze of lime juice. And then some vinaigrette. And then some udon noodles. So here it is, straight from the lagoon, octopus, surf clam and udon noodle salad.
Rarotonga is the largest of the Cook Islands, but it only takes 40 minutes to drive a lap. Today I've been invited into a local home to learn some of the secrets of Cook Island cuisine.
So I'm here in this beautiful house with Auntie Kafo.
Kafo is going to make ikamata, a dish found all over the Pacific but under different names. In a nutshell, it's a raw fish salad and it's delicious.
Right.
You tell me what to do and I'll do it if you like.
Firstly, can we sprinkle some salt?
Some salt?
The fish is a beautiful, locally caught yellowfin tuna.
Squeeze the limes on,
So you want all of this lime on here?
please. The
Right,
more
that's
limes, the better.
So you like the fish to be nearly cooked, right?
Yes, that's it. Mix. Tomatoes,
Yep.
spring onions, put all of it. Okay. Coconut cream now.
Shall I stir it a little bit first?
Yes.
Yeah. It's always good to
Get
stir the
that.
coconut cream because it separates when it sits there. How much, Auntie?
Just keep going. I'll tell you. Enough.
Okay.
Mix. Our fingers are clean.
Good.
One of the biggest sources of carbohydrates in the Pacific is the starchy root vegetable taro. And it's not just the root that's used. The large leaves are also eaten, but you have to be very careful how you treat it.
They used to sell this in supermarkets in Australia, but people, as we do, walk past and go, oh, that's a nice looking leaf, and put it in your mouth. Basically, what will happen is your throat will swell. You won't be able to breathe. It's not a good thing. But cooked in Fiji, Cook Islands, or Tonga, it's loved by everyone. It's the top of the taro. So it's just this beautiful leaf which you can use to put things in, but it has to be cooked.
These cooked taro leaves, or rukao, are found in just about every shop and every home in Rarotonga.
Yes. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. Stir it in. And the reason being to keep the spinach or the rukao green.
Yeah.
It's boiling now, so you can take a handful. They say the secret is in stirring.
It will get rid of the itchiness in your throat. But this is like creamed spinach, really, island style. It's breaking down beautifully.
She's getting softer and softer. Another handful, please.
A little bit more.
Little bit. That's
Can't
all
waste
of it.
any.
Waste not, want not.
True, true.
True.
Yeah, don't burn your hands.
Can we have some more water, please?
Yes, chef.
Thank
Here,
you.
hold this. We're doing half the job each.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
taste lots of things as they're cooking. This is one you do not taste until it's cooked.
Yes, because I've learned my lesson too.
So have I.
I used to, when I first started, I tasted too early, and then I have a itchy throat for the rest of the night.
It can be really bad. It reacts with some people terribly, where their throat actually closes
Don't
up.
scare them.
No,
They
no,
might
no.
not eat.
Hey, people eat poisonous fish in Japan. This is nothing like that.
Can we put the onions in
Okay.
now and the garlic? The more onions, the better.
Yeah, it's a good taste, isn't it?
Okay, coconut cream, please.
I'll pour until you say stop. Ooh,
Can
smells good
smell
now.
it now.
The coconut just brings out the flavours, doesn't it? That looks really good, Auntie. Looks really tasty. All right, so let's start setting the table, shall we?
We shall.
This is classic Pacific Island fare, and I love it. It's a reminder to me how island communities develop their own cuisine using what's around them.
You believe me?
No.
Okay.
And even when the weather closes in, making the ocean treacherous, there are other forms of foraging that are popular with the locals.
So we're in the Avanawa Valley, beating off mosquitoes with the special mosquito repellent and hunting for freshwater prawns. One prawn, straight up. At night time, they're everywhere around here. But now during the day, you have to be a little bit more creative. So Titty John and I go back a long way. We used to work together many years ago on Hayman Island. Seems like a lifetime ago, and now look where he's turned up, in paradise, showing me how to catch prawns.
These freshwater prawns are indigenous to many Pacific islands, and a lot of attempts have been made to commercially farm them, but with little success.
It's supposed to be done at night time because you can see the prawn's eyes and they come out, but we're doing all right with an expert like Tiri. And I tell you, if we were eating mozzies, there'd be plenty. We could go home right now because we're getting hammered. But there's also lots of these prawns as well, which is fantastic. All right, I caught a prawn, I'm happy. So this is them, like a jumbo prawn from Asia, big long claws for grabbing things, including you. Ouch. That's a good sized prawn. And they'll be very tasty, I'm sure.
It's so easy to catch these. I'm surprised that there are so many here. And that's a real credit to the locals, who clearly are not in the habit of taking more than they need.
Got a few, it's good. Thank you. Hello.
You can cook these exactly the same way you would cook ocean prawns. And washing them in salt water not only kills them, it also seasons them nicely. With a little bit of garlic and butter, they're ready for eating.
Here we go, gentlemen. Lunch. Now that's prawn. It's a really sweet tasting prawn. Has a good crunch to it. The garlic obviously helps. And Thierry tells me he's learned something to soak them in seawater. You've got freshly seasoned freshwater prawns.
The island of Rarotonga is the capital of the Cook Islands. This ancient volcano rises from the ocean bed to a height of 4,500 metres. But like an iceberg, only the top is visible above sea level. For an avid fisherman like me, this means deep sea fishing is right on the doorstep.
Couldn't have picked a more perfect day to go out fishing in Rarotonga. With my mate Thierry, we're going to try and catch a couple of fish. One of the best things about here is there's lots of fish and they're close to shore.
They reckon we're going to work the coastline first and then go out.
Once through the outer reef, the waters just drop off to an incredible depth, meaning you only have to travel 200 metres from shore to be fishing in the deep ocean.
Oh, wow.
You get a real surge of adrenaline when you hook a large ocean fish.
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
still no guarantee you can land it. But that is why I love it.
You want to bang the head?
Well done, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Diddy.
Yeah.
Well done. Thanks, Cap. It's been a long time since I caught a wahoo. Last time I was in Fiji about 10 years ago, so very nice. And what a beautiful fish to eat. What a beautiful fish to cook. I'm going to cook up that beautiful wahoo I caught with snake beans and green papaya salad. The first thing we're doing is something I haven't even mentioned. It's called an onion soubise. Now that's going to be the sauce, the flavour and the moisture that goes into it. It's quite simple, using a couple of nice Spanish onions. You just have to roughly chop them, get them into a pan. Some salt. Some white wine. Now if you can find some sweet white wine like a Riesling or a late harvest Riesling, it's better. And a little bit of cream. And these now need to be cooked down gently on the stove. Okay, next, some beautiful snake beans. So these snake beans I'm cutting into even sized battens, which will make a really nice garnish, add some crunch, and be tasty as well. I'm stirring these onions occasionally just to make sure that they don't stick, checking my water, and I can get onto my next part of the dish, and that's the papaya salad. Now, I forgot to bring a zester with me, which would make my next job very, very easy, but I'll show you another way. Peeling it all, and then just run your knife around. So what I'm doing is basically putting the heel of the knife in and then rolling it around, all the way around. Try and get as close as possible, because what we want to do is do really nice strips. And then using my peeler, just peel where you've cut, and it'll just go into shreds. Crush it up with your hands. Nice little shards, which is great. It's exactly what I want. It's nice and firm. My water's boiling, so I'm just going to quickly blanch my snake beans as well. Next is my pawpaw salad. So into a mortar and pestle, a few cloves of garlic. Now into this, some brown sugar, a little bit of fish sauce, and a few chilies. Now, I want to crush this, but I don't want to fully mash it. It's good to have large chunks through it. So my beans will be ready. All I need them to do is just come quickly up to the boil and then strain them out. It's been a good 20 minutes now, and the onions have been bubbling away, slowly breaking down. Time to test it. Now I have to take this down really far, and the reason is that I don't have an electric appliance that can blend it for me. What I'm going to have to do is just mash this as much as I possibly can. Taking it off the heat, and then I'm going to gently pass it through a very, very small strainer. And if you get the action going well, you'll end up with this beautiful puree at the bottom of your bowl. The last of it's done, and I have a creamy pink sauce, which I can use later on. So here it is. The fish is perfect. It's so firm still. The skin is nice and shiny. I'm just going to season it a little bit. Nice high heat. Add some olive oil and season the pan as well as the fish with this beautiful salt. So while the pan heats and it gets to that smoking point, I'm going to add my papaya into the salad mix here. And just with a spoon, I want to mix this. I don't want to crush the papaya as much as just get all that flavour through it. So, as always, holding the fish up, put it in the pan away from yourself. You hear that nice sizzle. Nice high heat, maintain the heat continuously. And what you're watching for is a white line on the fish to start to rise. And as it gets to the middle, you know the fish on that side is pretty much done. Fish is perfect. Just going to give it a couple of seconds on the skin. All right, now some butter to the pan. So what's in this pan now is a little bit of that smoked sea salt, oil, the fish juices, and butter. And to finish it, a little bit of lime, making sure there's no seeds in it at all. And a little splash of water. And what the water is going to do, stop the cooking process, but also it'll emulsify the sauce. Now to warm up my snake beans, I'm going to add them into here so they'll go nice and glossy and are ready to serve my dish. And that's it. Seared wahoo, snake beans, and a green papaya salad. In the beautiful waters of the Cook Islands on the atoll of Atutaki, where I learned to hunt and cook mud crabs. You've got to be a really smart chef here, because if you forget to order something, it has to be flown in. And then it's on to my last island, Attu, where I cook up an old favourite. But I'm going to teach you the best beer batter you've ever made. The cooks may consist of only 15 small islands, but they're spread over 1.8 million square kilometres of ocean. And if there's an island that sums up the South Pacific, it has to be this one. Welcome to Atutaki, the most beautiful place I've seen in a long, long time. Pretty much centre of the Pacific and the end of my incredible journey through the islands. It's cyclone season, and even that is looking on us brightly. What a way to finish.
Located thousands of miles from the nearest continent, Aitutaki is surrounded by a barrier reef that forms one of the most stunning lagoons on the planet. And under the surface lies a land of plenty. 3/4 of the lagoon is no deeper than 4.5 metres, making it perfect for snorkeling. Although the bulk of the lagoon lies to the south, the reef surrounds the entire island, and as local fisherman Dave shows me, it's a great source of food for the local population.
There's about 20,000 people on this island. Walking on the reef, to me, is not bad in a situation like this, because out of that 20,000 people, maybe 5 or 10% fish, and fish traditionally the way David is, with a spear, no barbs on the spear. To fish the way he is sustainable, and it's damn good fun too.
As the tide comes in, the larger fish enter the reef in search of prey. The skill lies in not only seeing the fish, but preempting its path through the water.
Now this fish is caught on a spear with no barbs.
No barbs.
We've had how many shots now? 4 shots? 5 shots?
5 shots.
And the skill needed to do this is amazing. This is an absolutely beautiful trevally which will taste perfect. How do you cook this?
Fried or coconut sauce.
Bakalolo with coconut cream, yeah. It's the way to go.
There are many ways to cook a beautiful fish like a trevally, but I'm going to show you one of my favourite options with a fish as fresh as this.
Today I'm making a raw trevally salad with pomegranate. This dressing that I'm going to make now is so easy for most fish dishes. It's simple, keeps in the fridge, very nice. We found some chilies, which are super duper hot. 1 clove of garlic is more than enough. Lime juice, just using a juicer here. And then some sugar. Now what the sugar is going to do is help crush it all. It'll be like the grinding stone. Just a tiny little bit of soy sauce. Fish sauce. And a little bit of olive oil. The olive oil will give it a nice viscosity and also give it a sheen when you put it on the fish. And then using the mortar and pestle, just gently pushing everything together to pull out all the flavours and let it sit. It needs to sit because the sugar needs to dissolve and all the flavours need to go through it. Now on to the main ingredient, this beautiful trevally that I caught with David. If you want to, when you buy a big fish like this, get the fishmonger to fillet it for you. You can actually get them nowadays to cut it sashimi style, so that means they leave a little bit of the bloodline in and take the skin off and everything. But seeing as I'm out here in paradise, I can do it myself. And filleting a fish is fun. Basically, all fish have a different bone structure in the centre, so you can't fillet every fish the same way. Just move your knife in until you can feel it hit the backbone. You can feel the bone. Run it along the bone on both sides. Once I've gotten through, pulling the fish fillet back, my knife is just basically touching the bone. And what's happening is the fillet's peeling away beautifully. The ribs will be a little bit harder. So once you get to that stage, smash it through. And you should have a really nice fillet. So we'll do both sides. Snap it off as well. And then we have our 2 beautiful fillets. Go into the skin a little bit. Use that as your handle. And then move the skin and just wiggle it through. Run my knife between the bones in the centre, and you can see here that bloodline is there, and you pull that centrepiece out. And then I'm going to square it off. So I just have these beautiful chunks with a little bit of silver, a little bit of bloodline on it. Just finish off my other fillet. So the fish is done. Next for the capsicum. And I need it for a garnish. It's going to look really nice. Then you need just the red skin so that it looks really nice. It goes quite thin, so I'm just shaving as much of this flesh away as possible. Sharp knife is vital here. And you just need really a teaspoonful. And now the cucumber. Cubes with no seeds. Take the seeds out. Next, some onion. Very, very fine. You go one way and you put your knife across it and cut it again. Next garnish, pomegranate. And then squeeze the seeds out. A little bit of pawpaw. An orange. And then just cut the fish beautifully. It's like colours of the rainbow are coming out. And now it's a matter of just putting it together. Followed by my fish. A little bit more garnish, so my cucumber will go around the outside as well. My pomegranate seeds sprinkled liberally over the whole thing. Green shallot on top, and then my dressing. And here it is, my raw trevally salad with pomegranate.
With only 2,000 permanent residents on Aitutaki, the whole atoll has a very relaxed feel. But there is a problem. A lot of food has to be imported, resulting in very high prices for ordinary everyday items. As Dave has already shown me while spearfishing, the solution is to catch or grow your own food, and he doesn't even have to leave his own backyard.
Oh, look at the size of them.
They're big ones.
What's the reason of putting them in a pen?
To feed them up. To feed them up for a couple of weeks, couple of days, and then ready to eat.
What do you feed them? You got
The coconuts, pawpaws, but no pawpaws, chilies,
chili.
mangoes.
And so it takes a couple of weeks, and then once you've fed them up, what do you do with it? Is it just for you to eat, or do you sell
So
them?
we sell them up,
How much you get for one of these?
$1.
Dave catches the land crabs at night and puts them in the pen for fattening. Feeding the crabs chili and fruit also cleans out their system, resulting in a crab with a clean, fresh flavour.
It's like a wetland or something here, is it?
Yeah, when it's raining season, there's a wet at the back here.
It's totally different. So all these holes here, they're all from land crabs
Land
as well,
crabs,
are they?
yeah.
I'm glad we're coming here now, you know, because tonight, I don't know how we're going to find our way through here.
There's another crab that lives in Dave's backyard that's not only more tasty, but fetches more money. So tonight, we're going hunting for mud crab.
So the reason we're doing this at night is because the crabs actually come out of their holes. So supposedly, they're easier to see and easier to catch. He's in there, but I think the best thing to do is to wait till they come out, and then we can catch them all till they're closer to the surface, because I don't really want to stick my arm all the way down there. You never know how big they are. Got one. I didn't. David did. But there you go. So they do exist. He'd be very nice eating indeed.
The crabs that Dave doesn't eat himself, he sells to the local restaurants, and one of the best is Cafe Tapuna, whose specialty is mud crab.
I'm standing in Auntie Tapuna's kitchen. This lady is famous for her mud crabs. What I've come here to do is to learn her secret recipe for mud crabs with green mango. Auntie, take me away. Teach me.
I'll teach you how to do it. First of all, we have to have our mud crab. I'll just have them all already cleaned up for you and ready for you. You gave them to me.
Yeah.
So we're going to start cooking this lovely, lovely creature.
You got very few ingredients here, which I like.
I don't go too much for a lot of ingredients, but I prefer just whatever I have in front of me, whatever I can get, and that's what I use. Start this baby up. So I will tell you what you can put in.
Yes, please. Okay.
There's your olive oil there. So
yeah, start with that.
Start with that.
All of it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Need that flavour in there.
Wow. That's good. That's about 150 mils of olive oil.
Yes, around about 150 mils. You take a spoonful of onion, put it in. Right, swirl that around, please.
Garlic?
Just a cup, yes, please.
Like that?
Yes, that's enough. Thank
Beautiful.
you. Spring onions, coriander, mint, sweet basil, and parsley. A heaps a teaspoon of butter into it.
Yum. Like that?
Yes, thank you. Right.
Butter is good.
I couldn't get us our green mango, so we got this mango. It's all right. They're fine. You can eat a piece. It's beautiful. So
put it all
off
together.
you go.
All of it?
No. Okay, that's enough.
Wow. Great colours.
Right.
I've got to
We
taste
have
it.
a taste?
Yes. We thought the same thing at the same time.
Okay. Right.
Everything's very mellow at the moment. None of the big flavours have come out.
Right. Now we can add this wine into it.
All of this, Auntie?
All of those. Okay. Can you just have a pinch
Sure.
so we can have a taste? A little bit salt, I think.
You're right. The pepper's good though.
Yep.
So the thing about here, I mean, you've got so many beautiful ingredients going in here. Your fresh herbs you grow, but some of the other things you have to import, right?
Yes.
And that's
Yes.
and there's a boat that comes once a month.
Once a month.
So you've got to be a really smart chef here, because if you forget to order something, it has to be flown in, and the price must go up. Then does it? The
Yes.
freight charges
The freight,
go up.
yes, yes.
It's
How
like-
are we doing?
We're doing good. It's all
Okay,
breaking
right,
down
yeah.
and emulsifying.
So before it breaks all down,
Yeah.
so you can start with the legs.
Now, I'm presuming the reason that these go on the bottom is because they're thicker and they take longer to
Yes.
cook. More?
Mangoes on top,
Ah, all of it.
all of it. Thank you.
Okay.
Cover it, please.
I guess to do the hot job.
Use your
Yo, yo,
towel
yo.
on your hand.
Yeah, it's not very good on my shoulder, is it?
No. You have to start shaking it.
Okay. I was thinking turn the heat down, but if when you're shaking it, it's off the heat, and that's a great idea. You'd end up quite strong doing
Yes.
that, wouldn't you? It's time to have a look, is it? Oh,
It's ready.
yum.
This is beautiful. Look at that.
It's sweet. And it's
Sweet.
rich. That mango's
Good.
like made a thick sauce around it. At the end, there's that wonderful flavour of mud
Wonderful
crab.
flavour. Absolutely beautiful.
What a great dish.
Very simple dish. Look at that.
And it's so full of meat.
Yes. Is it enough?
Yes.
Enough sauce
Thank
there
you.
for you?
It looks beautiful. And I'm sure we'll taste even
Drown in it.
better. Drown in it.
A little decoration, just to give them just a little flowers.
Auntie Tapuna's green mango mud crab. Come and try it. Come to the Cook Islands, and when you do, eat this. So Auntie Tapuna, it has been a pleasure to meet you, to learn from you, but most of all, to eat your wonderful food. Cheers.
Cheers.
And better than that, big cup.
Achu to me sums up what island living is all about. People here grow their own food and fish their own reef. It's small, but there is a great sense of community. And for such a small population, there are a lot of churches, 5 in total. This much religion caused the islanders to develop a unique Achuan practice.
So here I am sitting in the house of Aratu, which means harmony. And this gentleman, Papa Sam, it's his place. And what he makes here is what I hear is a mean homebrew.
When the missionaries arrived in the Cook Islands, one of the first things they did was to outlaw kava. So instead, the locals retreated to secret clubs in the jungle called Tumunu, where they started brewing their own beer. Today, Achu is the only island to stick to that tradition.
And how long have you had this bar here?
During my father's day,
Yeah?
I was still young.
This was here? Wow. And then what age did you take over?
When I was 19.
19. And since then, you've been making homebrew?
Yeah.
Looking after the locals? Do the wives of the locals like you?
They don't mind me.
Okay, so this is when was this made?
Last week.
Last week. And it takes about a week to brew, is that right?
Yeah.
Don't need to stir, nothing?
No, don't stir, just
Okay.
cup it.
It's a few bubbles, not much though. I could do that. And maybe book me a chair for tonight.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
If you like one back.
It's nice. It's sour, a little bit sour, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sweet. Nearly tastes like, it's strong. It tastes sour, malty, it basically is full flavoured and makes me want to have another one. Cheers.
Yep.
One of the first things I was told when I arrived in the South Pacific was that life was easy, life was fun, and the key is to relax. And on Achu, they have made an art of it. The island provides nearly everything they need to survive and then some. And even if, like me, you have an unlucky day at fishing, then someone else will be more than willing to share their catch. So for my last dish of the trip, I'm going to make a crowd favourite using some unique Achuan flavours. I'm going to cook homebrew battered wahoo with cherry guava salad. Now I'm going to make a big call here, but I'm going to teach you the best beer batter you've ever made. Starting off with a special measure. Mine is a sea urchin shell, but whatever the measure is, make sure it's the same for all the flours. I have 3 sea urchin shells of self-raising flour, 2 sea urchin shells of plain flour, and 1, you guessed it, sea urchin shell of corn flour. So there you go, as easy as that, really easy to remember. 3, 2, 1. The next, of course, is a good beer. And I'm putting half beer and half water and a little bit of oil. And the oil is the secret to a batter. If you use oil in a batter, what will happen is it just makes it go rich, but more importantly, it's what gives it the crisp. Mix it up. And it needs to be like, I guess, a thick pancake batter. The other thing that this batter needs to do is rest. Put this into the fridge and you let it chill right down. So the batter's finished. That needs to rest for a little while. And now I can start the dressing. Into this dressing, some lime. Make sure there's absolutely not one seed in there. Some garlic, which you can just crush. And then some oil. It's always 1 part acid to 2 parts oil. Simplest way to batter fish is to get the fish into plain flour, light dusting into plain flour, and then into your batter. Now people make a mistake of putting too much batter on a fish. It becomes really thick. See how that consistency there, it's just running. It's like a continuous stream, and that's a good batter. And then putting it in
giving it a little swirl. If you drop it straight in, what will happen, it'll go to the bottom and it may stick. And then work quickly because you want to get all the pieces for your first batch of frying in at the same time so that they cook evenly. As your fish goes into the fire and it starts boiling away or frying away, what will happen naturally is that the oil will cool down because you've added something very cold into it. It's really important at that stage to turn your fire up and maintain the heat at 180 degrees. If you don't, what will happen is the fish and the batter will absorb the oil and you'll have a soggy result, which is not what you want. And don't put too many in at a time. Pretty good colour and it's crisp. It's always important to drain the oil off. Don't drain the oil off, you're going to have too much oil in your food. Singing to me. I'm going to arrange my plates. My cherry guavas, nicely stacked up. So just some roughly torn, shredded basil, a little bit of this dressing. Down to the beach with my home brew. Perfect. So there it is, homebrew battered wahoo with cherry guava salad.